everyone, good evening, and we are going to start our 15th webinar. And today we are going to talk about emotions and feelings. So for us to start this amazing topic and to talk about what we usually feel, what makes us feel in such a way, I would like to have a small check-in, and I want you to look at the pictures and choose what mood do you have today according to this dog's scale. So you can write in the chat how you feel, how your Friday evening is, and tell me more about it. Okay, I can see that Annika is here. Great. So we have only 4 people, as you can see. Okay. So as for me, I would say that I feel like the dog in the 5th picture, as I'm full of energy right now and I'm ready to give you some more information about English. What about you? Hello. So write in the chat what picture corresponds to your mood today. I can see 6, 7. Okay, then I hope that you are ready to start our webinar, and we are going to talk with you about emotions. So right now, I want to talk about some easy emotions as happiness, sadness, angerness. Now, I want us to choose some more difficult words for you, and I want us to talk about such words as open-minded, irritated, delighted, tranquil, imaginative, frustrated, anxious, and jealous. Let's start with the first definition and write the word next to it. So slightly angry or annoyed is, as I can see, is irritated. That is correct. What about calm and peaceful? What word is it? So it is tranquil. That is correct. Tranquil, it is спокійний, тихий, мирний. So it's tranquil. What about number 3? Upset due to some obstacles or failure. Okay, as I can see, you can have frustrated. Yes, okay. It's like розчарований, right? Nervous or worried about uncertainty. Number 4 is okay, anxious. Good. So it's like тривожний, nervous or worried about uncertainty. Okay, very happy and pleased. What word is it? It is delighted. Good job. Wanting others' success or fearful of loss. This is... Yes, that's true. It's ревнивий, it's jealous. Good job. Ready to consider new ideas. Open-minded, good job. And the last, creative and full of new ideas. The last is imaginative. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Ira, I can see your question. We will discuss it a little bit later. And right now, we are going to talk more about all of these words, and also we will talk about some confusing words. As Ira said about jealous and envious, firstly, we will talk about the words that we can see on the screen. Then I will talk about your word. So, the first pair of words is empathy and sympathy, because sometimes people may be confused because of these two words. But you need to remember that empathy, it is sharing another person's feelings as if they were your own. It's like empatia, right? And here you can say, I feel your pain. So, я емпатичний, я відчуваю те ж саме, що й ти. Я розумію, про що ти говориш. But sympathy, it is feeling sorry for someone else's situation, but not necessarily sharing their emotion. So, yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through this, and I give you all like my support, maybe. I feel I feel sorry for something that happened to you. And as I can see, you wrote it's співчуття. So empatia, empathy, and sympathy, it's співчуття. So here are the main, these are the main difference between these two words. Next pair of words is guilt and shame. So guilt, it is feeling bad about something you did. So I made a mistake and I feel guilty about that because I did that mistake. But if we are talking about shame, this is the feeling bad about yourself as a person. So I am a bad person. I think that it is kind of like my problem, and I feel ashamed because I, for example, did something wrong, but it means like in others people's opinion. For example, I feel ashamed because I did something wrong and people thought it was wrong. Guilty, it's when you understand that you did something wrong. Next pair of words, this is anxiety and fear. So we already talked with you about anxious people. These are тривожні. So these are people who worry about something that might happen. Here is the main difference between fear and anxiety, that anxiety is something that might happen. So we have this possibility, but fear, it is already a response to an immediate danger. So anxiety, it's тривога, про щось, що може бути. Fear, it is страх. So I'm afraid of that barking dog, and I have this fear. Я отут її бачу, цю собаку, і мені ось тут вже страшно. Але я не загадую наперед, що там може бути. Then, when we are talking about frustration and anger, frustration, it is kind of like feeling blocked from achieving your goal. It means that you tried really, really hard, but you don't, you can't succeed. Because you are doing something and you can't achieve your goal. And anger, it is strong emotional response to perceived. So somebody did something to you. perceived wrongdoing. I am angry because someone insulted me. So there, frustration. I did something wrong, or I have some causes, some obstacles to feel frustration. Тобто ми тут вже відштовхуємося від зовнішніх факторів, щось пішло не так, і ми почуваємось розчарованими. А anger – це коли щось людина робить інше, і ви відчуваєте ось цю злість, ось anger. So strong emotional response to perceived wrongdoing. And envious and jealous, it means that envy, it's when you want to have something that somebody else already has. But jealousy, it is when you have, for example, I don't know, a girlfriend, and you don't want to lose her, and you think that somebody will take this person away from you. So envy, it is when you want what someone has, and jealousy, it's when you are worried about somebody will take something from you. So here are the main difference between these two words. I hope you understood the main difference, as right now we are going to work with these 4 words, only the words on the screen, and your task will be to complete the gaps with the words from the previous task. Yeah, Ira, good. Заздрісний і ревнивий. Yeah, very nice. So, let's start with the first one. And here we have, when Tom shared the sad news about his mother, everyone expressed theirs by sending kind messages and flowers. So here we are talking about sad news. And here we need to have sympathy. Співчуття. У нього були сумні новини, йому виразили співчуття. Okay. Despite working on the problem for hours, she couldn't solve the puzzle, and a gap grew. It's okay. So we will translate them if you need. Okay. We remember, when we can't achieve our goal, it is frustration. If that was the problem of other people and we didn't like the way they did something, it is anger. So don't forget about this. Frustration, it's our problem that we can't achieve something. Anger, it is people that are doing something wrong to us. Number 3, Daniel's repeated mistakes at work caused him to feel overwhelming, making him question his abilities. So here we can see that the person is already thinking about his abilities. He's overthinking, I would also say. I can see shame. Any other variants? Actually, there was an anxiety. So he had done a lot of mistakes. He had made a lot of mistakes, and these mistakes caused him to feel anxiety. Тобто він починав відчувати цю тривогу і вже думав, і почав сумніватися в своїх можливостях, в своїх здібностях. Okay. So now let's move on to number 4. It's okay because sometimes we can have like 2 variants. And now let's move on to the 4th. Tom felt a surge of when he realized someone had scratched his new car. If you need the words, these are sympathy, empathy, frustration, anger, shame, guilt, and what we had? Anxiety, fear. Yep, here we have anger. So somebody did something wrong to Tom. So here we have anger. Okay, Jenna felt deep for her co-worker, understanding how difficult it must be to manage work and family. Okay, good. It is empathy. Well done. Number 6. Before the exam, Max experienced worrying about whether he had studied enough. What can we have here? So we haven't used fear, we haven't used guilt and shame. And that's all. Guilt, shame, and fear. Okay, fear. So you think it's a strong reaction to some dangerous situations. Here we are talking about frustration. So here we have 2 variants. Okay, here we can use frustration, guys, and also we can use here anxiety. So that is correct. If you used anxiety, but fear is not possible here, because fear it's страх. Він почував страх, worrying about whether he had studied enough. No, here we can't use it. Now let's talk about number 7. After breaking the vase, Laura felt for not being more careful. Okay. Guilt. Okay, so now we know that guilt, it is when you know that you did something wrong and you feel guilty about that. And the last, Lisa felt intense when she heard a loud noise in the middle of the night while she was home alone. Yeah, guilt and fear, it's a noun, it's іменник. Afraid we have, and guilty. These are adjectives. Yeah, and the last was fear. Okay, good job. So now we already discussed with you all these words, and now I want us to talk more about positive emotions. So there we had kind of like negative emotions. Now let's talk about happiness. And before we start talking about happiness, I want you to write your purpose, your kind of like a reason to be happy. What makes you happy? Just write a small, any word, any factor, what makes you happy. Okay, everybody has started doing the task, then let's start working with that. Here you can see the text. Okay, Ira, thank you very much. And the first statement was, everyone knows what makes them happy. Is it true or false? You think it's false. Okay, and that's true, because there we can see, do you truly know what makes you happy, or do you just think you do? So according to this question, we may understand that not everyone actually knows what makes them happy. Okay, number 2, you think it's also false. So let's discuss it. You'll be happy if you're always having fun. So their list is mostly about pleasure. That may be what you think makes you happy. But true happiness also requires purpose. So there, we can understand that you may do something not really fun, but feel happy at this moment. Number 3, the idea said that she meeting up with friends makes her happy. Okay, number 3, as I can see, is also false, and that is true, because here we have got an example of pilots that we can have that they spend a lot of time like abroad, but also they need to wait in airports and repeat some routine tasks, so they don't have like the best job in the world. They just need to have balance between pleasure and purpose. Okay, number 4, being in a team gives us purpose. You think it's true. Okay, let's check and let's find it in the text. It might be contributing to society, supporting a team, or just simply seeing personal progress. So there you can see that also where you can form a study group where so there we can understand that being in a team gives us purpose. Okay, number 5, school is similar in some ways to having a job. I can see one answer. Okay. Yes, and that is also true. Let's check it in the text. So here, if you're in school, think of studying as a job. So here it's clear that we need to make it true. Okay, and the last, you need equal amounts of pleasure and purpose in your life. The last. Okay, that is clear. It's false because there we have 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. So you decide what is better for you. So there shouldn't be like only 50-50, that you can have different variations of purpose and pleasure. Okay, thank you very much. And now, when we are talking with you about emotions, we should always have with you factors that make us feel such way. And now you can see 2 examples where you need to put the correct word: interested and interesting. When we are talking about the movie, what word should we put here? I have seen a really movie. A really interesting movie. Okay. And I am not in being in a relationship. Interested. So now let's talk about these two endings, ing and ed. When we are talking about things that causes some feelings, we use ending ing. The movie can be boring, exciting, depressing, for example, interesting, and etc. So there we can understand that this adjective describes the characteristics of the object that causes the feeling. But when we actually feel such way, we need to use ending ed, because it describes feelings and emotions. Interested, tired, bored, what else do we have? For example, okay, let it be like that. So there we need to use ed. So right now I want us to practice these two rules and complete the gaps with words that you can see in the end of the sentence. And let's start with the first, and there we have it's very, to know that the contract was signed. It is very satisfying, or it is very satisfied. Let's discuss it right now. Yeah, it is very satisfying, because there we are describing the fact, the satisfying fact that the contract was signed. It's not about our emotions. Number 2, we have the word bore. Okay, here we have got with you bored. So it rained all day and we couldn't go out and we were bored. So we felt that emotion. Number 3, as I can see, you already wrote frustrating. Good job. So there we are describing her process of studying. Number 4, have you heard the news about the prison riots in Atlanta? Okay, we have alarming news about the prison riots, because we are describing the news, not emotions. John and Kevin are very about their wedding ceremony. Exciting or excited? Okay, excited. Good. So then let's move on. And here we have got with you a really habit of staring at people. His habit is annoyed, but we are annoyed by this action. Number 7, Betty was at the look on my face. Okay, we are talking just about endings, ed or ing. Okay, she was amused, she felt this feeling. Okay, and the Prime Minister's outfit was very to the eye. Actually, you can use pleasant, but if we are talking about ing, we can say pleasing, to the eye. So here, as I can see, you worked very nice and you didn't have any mistakes, so I think that you understood this topic. So then we are going to move with you to more difficult part as for me, and now I want you to check what topic is it. If I were less impulsive, I wouldn't have lost my job. And if I had prepared for the test earlier, I wouldn't be frustrated now. What topic are we going to talk about? Second conditional. Okay, yep. These are mixed conditionals. So as I said, today we are going to talk about mixed conditionals as well. And let's discuss what conditionals are used in the first sentence. I've checked the program for NMT and there will be the topic of mixed conditionals. So today we are discussing them. So the first part, as we can see, is used in past simple. The second part is used in would plus past participle. And it means that here we use second conditional and third conditional. What about this one? If I had prepared past perfect, I wouldn't be would plus a verb. What is it? So this is third and second. So when we are talking about mixed conditionals, we need to remember that only third and second conditionals are mixing with each other. And now, let's quickly talk about the usage of these mixed conditionals. And let's start with third plus second conditional. So, we need to use this type of mixed conditionals if we want to describe present result of a past condition. For example, if I had gone to university, I would be a vet now. So here I hadn't done that and I can't be a vet now. Тобто у нас причина, умова була в минулому, але результат ми отримали зараз. Якби я тоді пішов в університет, я б став ветеринаром. Але так не сталося. And for that, we need to use if plus past perfect, would and just verb. Тобто, якщо у нас в третьому conditionally було would have and third part, тут ми залишаємо would plus verb. Please pay attention to that. And the same we have with second and third. But there we change present result to past result of a present condition. Тобто у нас умова зараз, але результат в минулому. If you weren't so impatient, you would have got a surprise. Якби ти не був таким нетерплячим, ти б отримав сюрприз. Але ти завжди нетерплячий, це факт. Тому в минулому ти не отримав цього сюрпризу, тому що ти не можеш потерпіти. So here we need to use if plus past simple would have and third form. So please pay attention to this table. You can make a screenshot if you need, and we are going to practice these conditionals. If you have any questions, I'm welcome to answer all of them. So now I want us to choose the correct answer in different sentences. So please, right now, I want you to pay attention because sometimes there may be just third conditional or second conditional. So let's start with the first one, and here we have, if Robert were rich, he that Mercedes last week. Okay, all of you think that it's C, and that is correct. So there we use second conditional plus third conditional. If my money yesterday, I would lend you for this gorgeous dress. Okay, 2A, that is correct. Якби я вчора, не загубив свої гроші, я б тобі сьогодні вже позичив. Але так, як я загубив, я сьогодні нічого не можу позичити. Number 3. If I, on my business trip next week, I would that assignment at work yesterday. Окей, good. Якби я на наступному тижні не їхав, я б прийняв цю роботу вчора. That is, okay. Past result, future, like present condition. If Jillian at school, she would have a diploma now. Okay, here we can actually use both because there we can have or past perfect or past perfect continuous. So that is correct. And number 5, you, if I eat yesterday. So there we need to use with you C because had told can't be used in the result. We need at least have would. So I would tell if I had known it. Я б тобі розказав зараз, якби я це знав вчора. Так, я його не знав, і я тому тобі не можу розказати сьогодні. Okay, good. Now we will have with you a little bit more difficult task, and there you need to complete the sentences with mixed conditionals, and you need to decide whether it is third plus second or second plus third. Anika, everybody makes mistakes, so it's okay. We are practicing right now. And if you need more practice, you remember that at iLearn you can check the tests. The test will be related to mixed conditionals, and you can pass it there and check your knowledge one more time. Okay, I can see the first answer. If she had studied harder in school, she would have. So we used here third conditional and second conditional. That is correct. Number 2. If they not miss their flight, they be at the conference at the moment. Okay, if they hadn't missed their flight, they would be at the conference at the moment. Okay, nice. Number 3, I not be so tired now if I go to bed earlier last night. What should we put here? Okay. So here we need to use I wouldn't be so tired if I had gone to bed earlier last night. Okay, absolutely right. Thank you. Number 4. If he take my advice last year, he not struggle financially now. Okay. If he had taken my advice last year, he wouldn't struggle financially now. Okay, thank you very much. Good job. And the last sentence. We buy that house if we save more time in the past. More money in the past. Okay, we would buy that house if we had saved more money in the past. So, did we have any sentence with second plus third conditional? So there we didn't have any sentences with second plus third. We just described present result with past condition. Okay, so now let's remind ourselves one more time. When we talk about past result and present condition, we need to use with you if past simple, so we have second conditional, plus a result we will have in the past. When we are talking about present result, we need to use would plus verb, and in the condition we have past perfect. So now write please in the chat what would happen if you hadn't started watching iLearn webinars in November. So you had started watching webinars in November, but what would happen now if you hadn't done that? Okay, nothing. But at least you made some friends here. You started in March. Okay. And I can see that you said that this mixed conditional is clear. But what is the other type of conditional? Okay. So, thank you very much, Ira, for your answer. but would have, and if past plus simple, it's not mixed conditional, it's second conditional. Because, for example, if I did my homework, I would have, I'm sorry, I heard a would verb. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Here, I want us now to work more with sentences, and now you will just need to rewrite them in the chat. So here you have got with you 4 sentences, and your task is to rewrite them according to the conditions that we have here. Let's start with the first sentence, and here we have she didn't go to university, so she isn't a doctor now. So, let's check what we have. If she had gone to university, she would be a doctor now. That is correct. Here, I can see one variant that is not the same. And here we have she didn't go. So you need to write about something that if she had gone. Now, let's move on to the next. I forgot to set my alarm and now I'm late. We have the result in the present and the condition in the past. So if I had set my alarm, I wouldn't be late now. So there we are talking about opposite, because I can see that you are writing in the same. Якщо у вас є уже результат, який насправді є, ви маєте відштовхуватися від нього і робити негативне речення. Тобто, якщо я забув, то ви маєте написати, якщо б я не забув, поставити будильник. So please pay attention to that. Number 3. He is always careless with his phone, and he broke it 2 days ago. Далі, pay attention that you used here just third conditional. Okay, so there we need to use with you if he wasn't or weren't careless with his phone, he wouldn't have broken it. У нас тут є умова, яка завжди відбувається. От він завжди, у нас є, він, як би сказати, не турбується, да, такий, він може розбити телефон, він careless with his phone, тобто він необережний, ось. І тому він його розбив. So, якби він не був необережним, він би його не розбив. If he wasn't careless with his phone, he wouldn't have broken it. Okay, and the last. They didn't invest in the company, so they aren't rich now. Okay. Good. So if they had invested in the company, they would be rich now. So here we can the same. Take a look at the conditional sentences and see. First two sentences were third plus second. Then we had second plus third. And fourth we had third plus second. Як ви можете це запам'ятати? Загалом, коли ми говоримо про mixed conditional другий плюс третій, ви можете запам'ятати, що це більше завжди говориться про те, який у людини характер, або про якісь її annoying habits. Те, що вона зазвичай робить. Якщо у вас немає слова always, немає якогось conditional, який не описує поведінку людини завжди, зазвичай у нас буде просто mixed conditional або just second conditional. Тому ось цей варіант, він рідко вживається, але вживається. Тому маєте пам'ятати про нього також. And as our topic, the main topic was emotions, when I talk with you, when I want to talk about true friendship, what emotions does this phrase, what emotions does this phrase cause? How does it make you feel? Okay, while you are writing your answers, I am moving to the next task, and that is a task of use of English, and there we will check with you the text about true friendship, and I want us to make it together for you just to check how your knowledge in use of English improved, and just to remind some phrases with you. Now, let's talk about the strategy. So when we talk about use of English, your task is to understand the context of the sentence and delete all the variants that are totally incorrect. So please, right now, let's work with you and start with the 23rd gap. And as I can see, you decided that it is touch, and that is correct. So we have a phrase to be in touch or to keep in touch, and it means that when we remain, remain the friendship, we have the friendship with the person, we talk with them, and etc. Okay, number 2, we have stands, shares, stays, and spends. You think it's C, and you are correct. So she stays with us when she is in London. Вона живе в Midlands, але коли вона приїжджає, вона stays with us, тобто живе з нами, yes? Okay. Next, 25, we have guest, stranger, companion, citizen. Another occasional house guest. Okay, that is correct. So let's remind with you the words. Guest – it's гість, stranger – незнайомець, companion – компаньйон, товариш, citizen – це житель. So please check this and remember. Next, let's move on to the next. It was a sensationally poor what? But such are the bonds of friendship that will see each other. Poor contribution, benefit, investment or profit. Okay. There it was wrong. Okay. There was investment. So we invest our money to some, to some business. Okay. And as I can see, you already answered 27th, and that is regularly, because let's discuss about this. Hardly, it's, or we usually use it with hardly ever, майже ніколи, this phrase. Regularly, it's регулярно, recently, нещодавно, and generally, загально. So now, okay, what is the difference between contribution, benefit, investment, and profit? So here, actually, when we talk about contribution, we also may think about money, but contribution is mostly about some efforts, some time that we give to some project or to some process. Benefit, it is вигода, but here we can see that it was a sensationally poor, тому у нас не було жодної вигоди, yes, for this racehorse. Investment, it is about money, as we said, інвестиція, and profit, it's прибуток. So, thank you very much. So here we have the person who translates all of the words. We have contribution as внесок, benefit as користь, next investment, інвестиція, and profit це у нас прибуток. Okay, then tell me please, are there any questions about emotions and mixed conditionals? Okay, then I want you to remember the rules of mixed conditionals, but also don't forget to revise conditionals because they are more common in NMT test. And the next time we are going to talk about body parts and about a little bit of health. So please don't forget to join us the next time. And that is all for today. So thank you very much for being present and have a good Friday. So see you next time.